tradition, guys. Every single year there's a new After film, and I have to rant about it. So, what is up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. You guys know what I'm going to review, so I'm just going to get to it. After We Fell. Yep, After We Fell is the third installment in this shitty teen 50 Shades of Grey Harry Styles fanfiction franchise. I hated the first After movie. What the f? And I especially hated last year's After We Collided. And now we got the biggest horror film of this year. It is a horror film to me because it's scary and shocking that these films are still made. And I don't know how these movies are made. I don't know if these movies make money. They must have if this franchise is still going on. And guess what? This isn't the final movie in the series. Not like 50 Shades Freed. So I can't do the celebration thing. Guys, the 50 Shades movies are over. Of course, every movie reviewer celebrates, so I decided to do it too. Woo! Let's have camera! Yeah! Yeah! F off 50 Shades! Yeah! Yeah! Woo! There's going to be a fourth movie. And after this movie, yeah, we officially find out that is going to be a fourth movie. Alright, what is this piece of shit about? Tessa and Hardin are back. World's favorite movie couple in films. And this time, after the events of After We Collided, Tessa's father returns. That just suddenly happened. And also Tessa has been accepted in a new job. Away from Hardin. And obviously Hardin is not into it. And more sex, more arguments, more sex, more arguments. Ugh. Don't these movies ever learn? Like, don't these movies ever learn? Nope. I think this is what people want these days from these type of movies. Cute couples, arguing, and sex. It's literally like watching reality shows. Like really shitty reality shows. Without people speaking about their feelings in camera. It's just to each other. That's what it felt like to me with this franchise. I'll give After We Fell credit, okay? There are bits in this movie where they kind of improved from After We Collided. Only a little bit. Hardin in this movie at times was not bad. Like, at times he was trying to be different. Like, likable. I'm not saying the whole film, I'm saying a bit. And there are moments in this film where I was enjoying myself because of how shit this film is. I was laughing at what happens in this film, especially towards the argument scenes and especially towards the acting. But despite all that, even though I was laughing, it does not mean I had fun with this movie. I was laughing at this movie, it's because this movie just gets worse and worse than the other two movies. I can't believe that's possible to make movies more worse than the first two movies. This movie, nothing happens. Okay, this is what After We Fell reminds me of. Remember Twilight Breaking Dawn Part 1? Where Edward and Bella get married and that's it, and then relationship and sex and stuff and the baby? It's a movie where nothing happens, it's just random shit just happens at times. Like, with no explanation, it just pops in. That's After We Fell. It's a movie that nothing happened. You know what happens in this film is where they argue, they have sex, they argue, they have sex, with pop music that's terrible. There's like a moment in this film where I was laughing my ass off where a sex scene is going to start and the music just faintly comes. Where you're like, uh-oh, here it comes, like you know it's coming. But there's literally nothing too much to say about this movie because it follows the exact same formula as the first two movies. There's nothing happening except Tess and Hardin just fighting, and then loving each other, and then having sex, and then fighting. Oh yeah, and there's Tess's father in the film that wants to spend time with his daughter. He's unexpected here, where I'm like, okay, at least it's gonna have a story. Nope, he really wasn't much in this movie. He was literally in 15 minutes of the film, and he just randomly left. And then it's back to the same formula as the other movies. Oh, and there's also another love triangle that's completely unnecessary. Oh yeah, and the ending of this film, it doesn't even feel like a climax, it just feels like something randomly happened, and the ending just says, to be continued. That's when we find out there's another after movie. It's just... Why? Why are these novels being made into movies? There are some novels that shouldn't be made into movies. There are some that shouldn't. And the After series didn't. But they made them. They freaking made them! Guys, literally After We Fell follows the exact same formulas that I thought from the first two movies. But except that this movie is the most boring out of them. With nothing happening, with no story, no substance. Hardin and Tessa, their chemistry is still the same. With bad acting and Hardin being a dick, gives me moments where why is Tessa still with this idiot? The acting all around gets worse and worse. The sex scenes are more awkward than the first two. This movie is just the exact same thoughts of the first two movies, but just much, much worse. There's nothing too much to say about After We Fell. You know what I'm going to think of this piece of shit, because I am going to give After We Fell an F. These movies are just getting worse and worse, and I'm not excited for the fourth one because I know that that movie just gets more worse and worse and worse than the first two. But at least there are moments where I laugh hysterically. That's probably my positive with this film, and there are parts where they're trying. But that's like 5% of the movie. The rest, it deserves an F. It deserves the biggest F of 2021 so far. Hopefully movies don't get worse than this. Please don't. So guys, that is my rant review of After We Fell. Let me know what you think of this movie in the comments below. Make sure you guys follow me on social media links down below. Facebook, Stardust, Instagram, Twitter, and Letterboxd. Keep contact with me. And make sure you guys subscribe to my channel notified for my latest movie reviews and upcoming movie related content. And have a nice day. Oh wait, I think I'm missing something. Oh yeah. I'll make love to you. We're more boring, but I'm still making love to you. You happy? It's a tradition in these reviews. Okay, I'm leaving. Bye bye.